Hello, everyone. My name is Valeria Zimenkova. I'm head of sales and marketing at Martin Engineering, and I'm here today with Robert Whetstone, Vice President of EMEA&I region. Today we will be talking about challenges of creating win-win business models with Internet of Things solutions, and we will share with you our learnings from developing this type of product and introducing that to the market. Before we start talking about the challenges, we would like to put you a little bit in the context of what we have actually developed and what we have introduced to the market. So Martin Engineering is a company specializing in providing solutions for bulk material handling industry, and that includes belt cleaners. So what we have created is so-called N2 PIs, position indicator. That is a device that you mount on belt cleaner to collect information about belt cleaner performance. So these PIs collect the data and then transmit that data over radio signals to a centralized cellular gateway that is installed on site. So we need only one gateway per site, and then it can collect data from multiple PIs. This cellular gateway in return transmit the data through mobile network to the cloud, and in the cloud, using our special algorithm, we analyze the data and then represent it into Martin mobile app that shows basically when the cleaner has to be serviced, when the blade has to be replaced, and various other parameters and aspects of belt cleaner performance. So that's basically, in short, the summary of our solution. In this presentation, we will not talk about our solution, but we would rather talk about our learnings and our journey in developing this. So what is Internet of Things? Essentially, that is interconnection of electronic devices that are mounted on your everyday objects. These devices record, collect the data, and then transmit it to centralized location over a wireless network. And we are all familiar very well with various type of Internet of Things devices. It all started from introducing of mobile phones, smart mobile phones, and you are very well familiar with the Fitbits or fitness trackers that collects your data, your fitness data. It also quite well introduced in home appliances, ranging from your toothbrush to your smart fridge or heating system. And also these type of products, this type of solution made their way to vehicles monitoring. So that is quite well adopted for a while. However, when we talk about material handling industry, these type of solutions have been quite slow for adoption. It is quite conservative industry, and there are like various type of perception. But so what we see that potentially these revolutionary solutions that could improve the productivity of operations, they are not introduced in our industry as quickly as we might want. So what are our learnings? I would like to pass over to Robert to talk about what was the most important first step that we had to think about when we started developing this solution and introducing it to the market. So Robert, over to you.
Thank you, Valeria. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I mean, the first thing we had to really identify was actual pain points. I think we've all probably bought a product which sounds exciting, and then 3 months later we wonder actually what is it trying to do for us. So we firstly had to really understand and make sure that we produced something that actually sort of addressed those pain points. And more importantly, we identified that projects faltered or new technology faltered for 4 main reasons. One, it didn't address a pain point at all. 2, you were unable to explain what the pain point you were trying to address. 3, it created another set of pain points that you never even imagined. or 4, potentially it did all of the above. So as a result, most of them weren't accepted because they didn't really address something that was paining the customer. It hid that pain or it shifted it elsewhere. So that was our main starting point, was understand what the actual pain points are.
Robert, we know that this Internet of Things solutions, it's a quite heavy investment on supplier side for product development, for product introduction. But when the solution is ready and we introduce it to the customers ask themselves, why do I have to pay for it? What is my return on investment? Can we talk a little bit more? How do we help our customers realize their return on investment, and how we make it easier for them to adopt these solutions?
Well, first off, our customers will have invested firstly in belt cleaning systems, which we know, if run properly, clean your belts, save downtime, reduce maintenance costs. But there's another piece to this, which is what I call the variables. The things that, the variables that if you do not manage, the pure fact that you've installed a belt cleaning system will not deliver the return on investment that you were looking for in the first place. So we came at this very much from saying, actually, if we can create a product that can manage the variables that affect real performance, we can then deliver a return on our customers' original investment. I'll give you an example that's easy to understand. If you buy a Peloton exercise bike, which is an Internet of Things product, because your return on investment is that you won't be going to the gym anymore and your gym membership is expensive. If you still fail to get on the Peloton, you're not making any return on your investment. And I think there was a realization that actually what we need to do here is facilitate customers to get a better return from their original investment. But to do that, we had to make that investment small for them and scalable, so it does not become something to worry about. It doesn't become a blocker. Because sometimes that becomes an excuse for not making a decision. The other bit is that we needed to remove from, or really to facilitate a move from what I call the immediate maintenance run to failure, to where you've seen customers evolve to planned maintenance, where they're doing it on once a month, to what we call real condition monitoring maintenance. So that you're doing it when you need to do it, not because it's either failed or because it fits in with the overall production plan. The next bit we looked at was what we wanted to create information. The data is fine, but data on its own does not generate an outcome. It's how you use that data to provide information to create a call for action. In other words, that you do something. And that was a key part as we developed the product, that you were provided real information that you would then make a call for action. And that was then going to be crucial in managing this other challenge of how do you get acceptance of new technologies in an industry that is what I would call a doing industry. People join the industry in mining to do things.
I agree with you, Robert. That's a very important point that you make, that it's not about data, but it's about information which is actionable. So to make it easy for customers to act on the information that we provide to them. So another aspect I would like to discuss now is that these solutions are adopted by people. And we all know that we are operating in a quite conservative industry. We are not early adopters of fancy technology. So what did we do? What we as Martin Engineering did in order to make it easier for our customers to to take this solution to their sites?
Yeah, I mean, again, that's a good question, because it raises that real sort of main point that technology is not just about the engineering, which is simple in comparison to the hard part of that, which is managing the change that new technologies undoubtedly bring about, both to the work processes, which may have been ingrained for a long time, they're actually habits, and also the most important piece of this being the people itself. So we want technology. Technology has to be an enabler, not a disabler. So in the solution we've created, we've done all the difficult, clever stuff. All the customer has to do is to fit and act on the information and the call to actions that they're given. We need it to be easy to learn. We therefore used known and common mediums, such as the App Store and the Android Store, so that people were using a medium that they were used to using, and everyone is now used to downloading an app and using that. We need the actual position indicator and the gateway to be easy to install, to retrofit. Hence, and it needs to be durable, and we need to use known technologies. So it has to be tough. It's powered, for example, by lithium AA batteries that you can buy on Amazon. We use radio frequencies that are used on every quarry and every mine. So we need to get it to be simple and easy to understand, and for the benefits, again, to be very clearly identifiable. And we also need to place it in a thing that the technology is affordable, that it doesn't, again, become a barrier to the investment. Because what we're really, in a nutshell, trying to do here is move from this sort of old saying, if you can measure it, you can manage it, to what I think is really what we should be looking for, is if you can measure it more easily, you can manage it more easily.
Thank you, Robert. That was very interesting. So to come to the conclusion of this presentation, we discussed the challenges of introducing Internet of Things solutions and how we as Martin Engineering overcome that to bring this type of product to the market. And as you saw that we did not go into technical details, we did not discuss like about integrations and about various type of programming challenges or hardware challenges. So all our challenges were around change management and adoption. So Robert, over to you. What would be your final words for this presentation?
I think, Valeria, that everybody will go away really understanding the exciting journey we've been on as we've worked to sort of break down the barriers to address the challenges that we talked about at the beginning. This has been an exciting project for us in terms of development. It's now operating in the UK, USA, and Brazil. And excitingly will be available widely throughout the globe by the end of the year. And it's been a hugely energizing development for us. I think we also just need to reflect that, you know, the past year has shown us that remote technologies open up huge, great possibilities, and that they can be huge enablers to do things that we thought, because of changing circumstances, we think are impossible. And I'm very hopeful that one of the outcomes that we go into 21 and into 2022 is that we really embrace the remote revolution, and that we work together to really deliver some of the exciting possibilities that we can see for our industry as we adapt to what is always a changing environment. I'm now very happy to take questions from people on this subject.